Look at that. Are you kidding me? Let's start off with driving school sim customization. As you can see, we got colors and we got vinyl wraps, pretty close to car CPM, car parking multiplayer. As you can see, they're really similar. You got gloss, matte, satin, chrome. We can change the color. Got all these vinyl wraps. You can also change your rims, just like car parking multiplayer. I'm always saying Markiplier for some reason. And then you can you can change the color of the rim. You can change the brake color, like the brake calipers color from right here. And you can also do upgrades. So this is also very similar. You can do ECU, supercharger, turbo. Makes no sense that you can do both of them. You can do race intake, downpipe, and spark plugs. I don't have enough money for that. Put on a sport exhaust. And you can also tint the windows in this game, which is really good. Honestly, I love that feature. I do not have it on this car. And we can change our license plate right here. My one subscribe, you can have US or European plates, just like that. And you can have front or not. Now we are in car parking multiplayer. As you can see, we got a lot more information on the sides. Like we got horsepower, torque. We're pushing 1,126 Newton meters. That's a lot. Tires, we can check the type, the drag coefficient, the driving wheel, so it's all-wheel drive. We got brake intensity / power, the shift time, turbo. Yes, we got turbo, and the mileage, which I almost have 500 kilometers on. We can also look at the tires and how much life we got in them. We can also change the horns. Okay, we got enough of that. And down here we can change vinyls. We can add whatever we want. We can make anything we want out of the vinyls. We can change the wheel color, the car color, main, specular, and reflection. As you can see, we got this cool pearlescent silver kind of white stuff. The new graphics update really changed it. You can change the wheels, the everything, and that's one thing Driving School Sim does not have. Like the reflection and everything, the window tint, as you can see. Look at that, it looks really good. And then we got headlight tint, the smoke, which you had to pay a lot of money for. And we got spoilers. This is something Driving School Sim does not have that I really want. Body modifications. Like, that would be so cool in Driving School Sim. You got spoilers, not any wide bodies for this car, but they do offer wide bodies for other cars. Let's get into the AE86 right here. You can see that when we go to exterior and we go to body, we got a bunch of cool options and stuff like that. Let's go to wide bodies, which are right here. You can change the wide, how wide you want your body to be. And let's get on to our RS6. Let's just go through everything else. So we got headlight, smoke, and then we got body, wheels. We got a bunch of wheels. Some of them are really expensive, like up here. We got $20,000 wheels. Okay, that's really expensive. I think this is how much I paid for the AE86, yeah. And yeah, we got stuff you had to pay for. Then we got tuning, a lot more engine swaps, turbos, tires. Now this stuff is really cool. You can change the gearbox, suspension, the center of gravity, everything. And that's one thing I really love about this game. Something Driving School does not have, and really gives this game an extra point. Okay, now we're gonna be going over car modeling. In this game, the RS6 and some other cars in this game are really weirdly modeled, and they were actually pretty lazy, and they use car models from way back then in Driving School 2017. A bunch of cars like the Subaru BRZ/86, and we got this one that's also kind of weirdly modeled, kind of just like how they have in real driving sim. Instead of improving on the design, they did not. And I actually kind of forget if this was in real driving sim, but I think this might have been new for the game. I honestly forget at this point. But yeah, the modeling for this car is a lot more weird. It looks like a bean. Look at this. Straight up, it looks like a bean. The spoiler, they could have easily added more. And in real life, the back end is a lot more sloped upwards, not really like a beam. And now let's get into interior details and stuff. It looks really good, as you can see. The LED lights that you can actually change really quickly and everything. Look at that. My favorite color, blue. Especially one of these. Oh wow. Okay, this work for me. Here, the way you like there we go. So you just like have to leave it like that, and you got this cool LED lights, and the infotainment and everything is very close to what Audis actually look like in real life. Okay, let's talk about modeling in car parking multiplayer. As we can see, we've got the RS6. You know, it looks really good. The modeling in this game is magnificent. So I easily have to give a point to that. And I'll be showing you why I'll be giving a point to that. Just look at this, okay? If we zoom in all the way to the tires, in the right reflection, we can see that there's even an engraving for car parking multiplayer. If we move back to my parking spot down here, you can probably see it. So let's just move in and let's zoom in and look at that. Are you kidding me right now? What the heck, man? Okay, get out of my way! Get out! What the heck, man? What as I was showing you? Oh my god! Leave me alone! Like, what the heck, man? Just dented in my car, but you can see car parking, and just the attention to detail in this game is magnificent. Now let's move on to the interior. It looks literally as good as driving school sim, but even better. Look at this. You can see the individual stitches, man. That looks so good. Oh my god, you can see the individual blood veins of this guy. Like, this interior is so good, and it matches the shadows. It's so good. You can see all the gauges, navigation screens, and even this gear shifter down here. Look at that. It is so really, like, it's so detailed, man. It's so good. Like, up there. So I'll easily be giving the point to car parking multiplayer. Okay, let's talk about crash physics. We're gonna be starting off with driving school sim. It actually has pretty good crash physics, but not as good as car parking multiplayer. Let's crash this thing up. So let's go into these really big, hard hay bales. Look at that. Okay, let's see any damage we got from that. And we got some crumplage. Yay! It's not the best, honestly. Like, they could easily do better. I can tell that they have a lot more potential. So let's just roof this. I mean, not roof it. Let's just send it up this hill. See any damage we get. It's just, okay, invisible wall. And yeah, not that much more damage, but is pretty good. For what it is, it's really good. Some games don't even have it. And for some cars in this game, they don't have crash physics. And oh, we just roofed that car. But now let's move on to car parking multiplayer. Okay, as a while ago, someone crashed into me. But yeah, the damage physics in not driving specific, car parking multiplayer are a lot different. As you can see, we can crash through all of these, and there's even engine damage. And the best thing about this game, when you have engine damage, you can literally see black smoke coming from your exhaust pipes. Get into the interior, start driving around, you can hear ticking noises. Let's listen. You can literally hear ticking. What the heck, man? Oh my god. Okay, you suck. You suck, you little police officer. You just made me pay $2,000. You really deserve something. I'm gonna ram you. I'm literally gonna. You suck, man. Hey, is he laughing at me? This is what. Okay, this is what I hate about this game. Player toxicity. Like, bruh, why did you just do that? You suck. You suck. Get over here. But yeah, the damage physics in this game, they really do mean a lot. They really slow down your car and do a bunch of things. Honestly, it really is really good in this game, and I'll have to be giving it to car parking multiplayer. Getting away with that police car. Okay, let's talk about driving physics. And driving school sim has excellent driving physics. Honestly, for what this game is, the driving physics are really, really good. When you want to drift just like this, you can just rip the handbrake, and you can do amazing slides if you have less traction. And just overall driving physics is actually pretty close to real life. Not like I've driven a car, but you can feel it when your parents drive your own car. But yeah, the physics in this game are immaculate. Just look at this. Not like car parking multiplayer, where when you literally turn with the handbrake, the car does not do that. Like this RS6, it slides when you put on the handbrake, which is supposed to do, not just violently rip the car in whatever direction it wants to. Just look at this. It slows down the car, and it does rip the car to the side you want it to, and you can do amazing drifts and everything. Just the steering, it's perfectly good for what it is. Now let's move on to car parking multiplayer. Okay, let's talk about driving physics here in CPM. All the motion blurs is actually pretty laggy. But one thing I really just don't like in this game that I have to address is that when you pull the parking brake, it just spins your car out. You can't even do proper slides. Let's put it into drift mode, for example. Like, if you don't have angle, it's not like you do that. As you see, you really have to fight the wheel and stuff. It's really weird. It like locks up the car's potential. It's kind of hard to get, honestly. Cars put this, it's like really snappy and stuff. It really just slows everything down. Look at that. The car's not wanting to accelerate. It spins out. It's just, I don't know. The driving physics in this game are just really bad. Honestly, just normal driving is okay, but just normal driving physics, drifting, going off-roading, it's just really bad. I don't know what it is. Players are like, oh my god, it has really good driving physics. It is not. In real life, you pull a handbrake, it doesn't just rip you out unless you steer. Like, okay, let's try not steering, going straight, just like this. Let's just accelerate, right? Just like this. Pull the handbrake, it just decides to go whatever way it is. And the physics are really snappy, so it's kind of weird. Like, not in real life. We're not really wanting to talk about real life here. Just for a game, just to make it more fun. It doesn't have those kind of physics, though. Just like driving school sim does. Like, the physics are okay. It's not like I really hate them. It's just there's a few things they could work on. As we can see in driving school sim, there are ways to make money, as we can see through racing right there. We can also, so let's click on that. We can do races. We can also do a career where we can do money glitches, in Moscow. It's just something I found out. Then we also got multiplayer racing that we can do. Multiplayer, we can just create a room and then select the car, the place, and you can choose if you want it to be a race. No! We also have learn mode right there. It's basically career, except it's more like a learning kind of thing. It's a lot shorter and you make less money. But there are also like other ways like videos and stuff, but all games have those. There's also like little gifts that you can get, watching an ad, those kind of things. Even in car parking multiplayer, you have those. As you can see, in car parking multiplayer, there are a lot of ways to make money, and they're actually really cool. So you can drive around the map, and you can find little so if I go all the way over, oh what the heck, little driver. But if I was to go all the way over here, go to this city, as you can see, there's little money gift chests that you can get. That is one way to make money, and it's so cool. The second way, you can buy these restaurants and get so much money. Bought it for 200,000. I've made over $1 million from this one restaurant right here. It's the Teddy's Donuts. Like, there's so many ways. There's also like the parking levels, car parking multiplayer, and yeah, it's so cool. There's also treasures that pop up once in a while, and look at this, just passive income while you play the game. You just make money. Look at that. It's just the coolest thing. Now that can pay for my gas once I'm out of gas if I just go through it. very quick. Per second, probably like $3. So it's like so cool. There's like so many nice ways to make money in this game. Now let's talk about graphics in Driving School Sim. As you see, we have an ultra graphics with all the HD rendering and everything on, like post shadow effects, and I think something like that. And it looks pretty good. Like you got the nice reflections. Well, that almost looks like orange peel on the car. That's actually really good. The graphics on this game are actually really good for what they are. You got reflections, the lights, and those animations and the graphics for them are a ton better than CPM. Even at this moment, even with the new update and everything, I still like the light graphics and everything on this car. And just the overall graphics are really good. We got detailed textures right here. Both games don't have like fully detailed grass or anything, but Driving School Sim does have a lot better of like trees and more of these grass effects that CPM really don't have. And these cool leaf effects and those kind of little things. We got like grass effects everywhere, and they at least tried a lot, like pretty similar to CPM with the the textures for this. They just probably like pasted the image, but with all like these cool little like areas with elevation, this is like a really tough choice because both games are really good with graphics. Now let's move on to car parking multiplayer. That was epic. Okay, let's talk about but let's talk about the graphics in this game. The graphics in this game are so good. When you have every little thing on with like motion blur, the graphics at its max with all like I forget what you even call it, like the popping feature where it like makes everything like bloom. Yeah, the blooming feature. It just makes it look so beautiful. I swear this looks like Forza Horizon 3 amazing like kind of graphics. Like even Forza Horizon 4. Maybe not the grass. The grass looks like clay, but like everything else, the car, the sky, the reflections, they're on point. They just look so good with the graphics and everything, man. It looks so good. Look at that. It just looks too good. It's so good, honestly. Okay, let's talk about what I hate in Driving School Sim. Now in this game, I don't really hate it. There's just things I don't really like. It's not like I hate this game. This game is actually pretty good, and it was really fun to play it. Honestly, there's nothing really that I hate. The things maybe I might hate is how they lied about in the photos for the game, and maybe just like how sometimes the players could be toxic. Especially Electricity said in my Discord server, don't forget to join. He said that especially in Asian servers, they can be toxic, and I also I don't hate it, but I kind of dislike how you can fall out the map sometimes. But that can happen in car parking multiplayer. It happened to me a few times where I got dislodged because some player spawned on top of me. But yeah, so Driving School Sim, not that much that I hate about it. Oh, but car parking multiplayer, that's a whole different story. Let's talk about that. First of all, there are players saying, oh my god, it's so good. They're just like bragging, oh my god, it's so good. The physics are so good. They're so good. People in Driving School Sim, they don't do that. They literally don't brag around saying, oh, Driving School Sim's OP. No, that's only people in CPM for some reason. They're like, oh, CPM's best. They got the best driving physics. The reason they're so good is because they're popular. The game has been out for a longer time than Driving School Sim 2020. This game has only been out for 1 year, versus car parking multiplayer has been out for a much longer time. No wonder it's gonna be more popular. It's had more time to be downloaded and stuff. And everybody's just like, oh my god, it's so good. They're just bragging. Like, I don't see any Driving School Sim people do that at all. And literally all the time. One thing I also hate is that if there's a police in the server, they can fine you for like $2,000. Like, what the heck? I could have used that $2,000 to upgrade something on my car. That is something I don't really like. Maybe they catch you and arrest you, but not fine you. That's expensive. Everybody in CPM just nobody really follows the rules that much in CPM. So, especially in like public lobbies and stuff like that. So it's kind of weird that they can fine you like that. $2,000, that's a lot of money wasted, especially in that game. Second of all, third of all in car parking multiplayer, the economics in that game. Like a Toyota Camry, you have to pay out of your money. Like you literally have to pay real money for that. It's so weird. Like a G-Wagon's not like 900 grand, and that's one thing. And those are like all the things I hate, not just one thing. Those are the things I hate about car parking multiplayer. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. This took a long time to make. Wow, thanks a lot, AI. Oh my god, look at the car. Oh my god. But I hope you enjoyed the video between CPM and Driving School Sim. And I hope this made you realize how good the games are, what their little bad qualities are, what my opinion is on it, and really everything everybody's been asking me to do. Like do a comparison between each other, play CPM. I hope you enjoyed the videos. This will be automotive activities doing his cool trick shots in the RS6 in Driving School Sim off.